Hi there, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for September. As this month begins, there's a very potent solar eclipse in the part of your scope that's to do with business, to do with long-term finances, resources, property and pensions. But it's combining with Neptune, the planet which is very much to do with dreams, but also unreality. So over the next 6 months, which this solar eclipse is going to be influencing, it's going to be very important that you're very clear-minded about how you use your resources in terms of forwarding your goals and aims. The lunar eclipse in the middle underlines this because this is in the other direction. It's emphasizing much more your second solar house, which is about everyday cash, but it links back over the heavens to oppose the sun in Virgo, and then it is also forging a difficult right angle with Mars. Now Mars for you generally is absolutely fabulous this month. It's making its way through your sector of friendship. It's giving you a new enthusiasm, I think, in terms of what you want from your future, and it's linking brilliantly with your modern ruler Uranus from the 11th to the 22nd, which can see you cut through obstacles and be your very best when it comes to being a bit more groundbreaking and risk-taking and following the things that are a little bit different and quirky. And you can really shake things up. People are going to be turning their heads in your direction. But also, Venus, the planet of love, is in your sector of truth and travel and widening your horizons. And it's joined on the 9th by Jupiter, the planet of growth and good fortune. And I do think over the next year you are going to be on the move a great deal more. Now it all depends on your circumstances, but if you're fortunate enough to have the opportunities to go further afield, to embrace higher education or retraining, go overseas, or perhaps take an interest in cultural or philosophical subjects, then I think you're really going to be going for it. If your circumstances, perhaps because you have children or a disability, mean that you're more pinned to where you live, you can still open up your world hugely. It could be through writing, it could be through a home study course, correspondence courses, distance learning. Anything which really helps to excite your thinking in your mind is just going to be as important as anything you're doing physically in your body. So, exciting stuff. Your horizons are set to widen. But also, Jupiter in this sector can make us a little bit more exuberant and sometimes a little bit risk-taking in a way where we're not perhaps thinking through the implications of what we do. And with Mars and Uranus pushing you to be much more galvanizing in your approach, just be aware that these two eclipses are all about resources. And I just think if you are going to push outside your comfort zone, don't be too scattered in your approach to how you invest, how you make some decisions over the things you buy. Try to keep really grounded in your approach. It will really help you. Now Mercury also goes backwards through to the 22nd. And so when it comes to discussions about business, property, there could be some frustrations. Not everything may go exactly to plan, and you need to stay ice cool and very patient. Once Mercury goes forward on the 22nd, the Sun bursts its way into a great location for you, the sign of Libra. Of course, joining up just briefly with Venus, but also, of course, with Jupiter. So that sense that things are building up ahead of speed, you're getting more momentum, your desire to break out of any straitjackets or limitations is certainly going to be building up a pace. But then there are some big changes. The 24th sees Venus hop into the sign of Scorpio. Now this is great if you want to cultivate new relationships business-wise. On the 27th, Mars moves, but into a more psychological sector. This is saying it's going to be very, very important that you're tactical in your approach. You don't show all of your cards. However much, there is a larger than life energy pulsating around your situation with the help of Jupiter, Venus, and then the Sun. Take things step by step. Now, Venus is also going to be clashing with Pluto from the 9th to the 13th, and with Uranus in week 3. That too can create some excitement, but if someone does offer you something that seems to be the most wondrous offer you've ever heard around the 9th to the 13th, carefully examine your motives and also theirs. Someone could try to pull at your heartstrings a bit in a way which is not good for you. As the month draws to a close, however, I do feel that there is this sense that any limitations that have been oppressing you in your situation need to be torn down with your bare hands. The next year is going to be an exciting time, but you must be conscious of being worldly and earthy about resources over the next 6 months. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.